And welcome everyone to Oswald Field here on the campus of Hesston College. Rusty Witcher, soon to be joined by Jasmine Pankratz as we have the Pratt Community College, the Beavers in the house today for this NJCAA matchup. Pratt's Division I, Region 6. The Larks Division II, while it won't count against Pratt in anything in type of standings, Larks need this win today. They stand at 14-13 on the season, but they are one game under 500. The magical 500 plateau, or the magical 500 percentage, I should say, is what the Larks need to be to advance to the district, as they are the only Region 6 Division II team in the only region team, I should say, Division II. Take a look at the starting lineups. We'll also tell you how to contact us. For Pratt, they'll be batting first. Leading off the game will be the shortstop, Ellery Rivera. He's followed by the catcher, Gage Axline. Designated hitter, Kenneth Gonzalez bats third, followed by the cleanup man, left fielder, Sean Johnson. Eric Escamilla batting fifth, plays third base, followed by the six-hole hitter, the center fielder, Keaton Gage. Trevor Wetzel bats seventh, plays first base, followed by right fielder Jack Partington in the eighth hole, and Carl Cooper, second baseman, to roll the order over. Pratt's going to start Declan Steele on the hill today. Steele, a soft-tossing lefty. He's appeared in 3 games. He's pitched in 9 1/3, surrendered 10 hits, 10 runs, 7 of which were earned, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts, and has an ERA of 6.75. Defensively, a couple changes from the Larks here from what we saw this weekend, as it will be Jonathan Law in left field, Cooper Morgan in center, Josh Stivers over in right. Now Ricky Fujimara to bat and plays third base, Nick Platten and Logan Dryden up the middle at short and second. Kalen Haynes over there at first base, and Jeremy Deckinger behind the dish for the Larks. And Brad McBride will be on the hill for the Larks. So we're getting closer to our first pitch. Both teams are getting in the last second instructions. Umpires, they've already had the meeting. Now, there are several ways you can contact us today. We'd love to hear from you, whether you're a fan of the Larks or a fan of the Beavers. First of all, you can grab your phone, send us a text. 620-217-1465. Again, that number, 620-217-1465. You can also email us if you're feeling emaily. You can drop us a line at golarks@heston.edu. And I'm going to turn it over to Jasmine to tell you the other 2 ways. Hi, Jasmine.
Hi. Yes, you can live chat with me right under your YouTube video there. There should be an option, or to the right, to chat with us. Let us know who you're watching, where you're watching from. It is the most convenient way. Just send us anything. We'll take anything. Or you can tweet at GoLarks, hashtag Fear the Nest, hashtag Lark It Up, hashtag Lark Loyal, or send us a new hashtag.
That's right.
Yeah, we love to see them. Love creativity. Or you can tweet at the Hesston Baseball page too, and we'll find it and give you a like and a shout out.
That's right. We're going to have a lot of fun. So, we want to hear from everybody watching today. It's a little bit chilly, but it's a great day. The wind's going to be blowing out. I'm going to say there's going to be a couple home runs. What do you think, Jasmine?
I think so too. I already heard from a couple of guys today. They were like, yeah, feeling like a home run today.
I like it.
I said, okay.
I like it. Larks hit 4 in that game 4 of that 4-game series against Southwestern Iowa. Larks took 3 of 4 from Southwestern Iowa over the past weekend and really bounced back after dropping game 3 18-1 for a 12-5 win. Jonathan Law hits not 1, not 2, but 3 no doubt home runs. No doubt. No doubt bombs by Jonathan Law. And we'll see what Brad McBride and his changeup can do. Brad on the season, he's 1-2. He's appeared in 7 games, started 6 of them. 24 2/3 innings pitched. He's had a complete game. 38 hits allowed by Brad, 31 runs, 23 of which were earned. 13 walks and 21 strikeouts, and he's got an 8.39 ERA. The Larks will be back in action Saturday right here at 1 o'clock, and I'll be here. I think Dr. Phil Miller will be here. Jasmine, though, she's a question mark.
Yeah,
but a legit question mark. You kind of got to do what you got to do in that situation.
Yes.
And I would not blame you, because that's not that far away.
Exactly.
Jasmine might be heading to watch the beloved Jayhawks in the Final Four, which, hey, bye-bye. I get it.
Exactly.
I get it.
Last time they won
was
the
in San
national
Antonio.
championship was in San Antonio. Not only that, but guess how old I was.
You would have been, that would have been 10 years ago, so you would have been 9.
I was 9 years old. Me and Carissa were talking about it the other day, and I was like, what? I remember it, but I mean,
Well,
I remember not watching the game. I was a kid. I was playing with my friends, but now I'm going to watch it.
Well, yeah.
I still remember it happening. But.
Well, here, would you like a funny story about that?
Sure.
In 1988, when the Jayhawks won their first one, I was 11, 5th grade. I was sent to bed at halftime.
Their first ever?
No, it was their first. I mean, they've had several, but in 1988, I was sent to bed at halftime by my mom as a 5th grader.
That's funny.
So, here we go. Leading off the game for Pratt is Ellery Rivera. Natalie Park saying, hi, Rusty and Jasmine, watching from Frisco, Texas. Go Larks. As Brad working here in the stretch to start things off, and this is Ellery Rivera.
Oh, wait, did you say Mrs. Park?
Yeah.
Hi,
Natalie
Mrs. Park.
She was up here this weekend. I got to talk to her a little bit.
Harry's right next to me.
I know. He's sitting up here. And Brad McBride starts Rivera off with a strike. Rivera hitting .362 on the season.
Get this off.
That's tapped back to the fence, and the count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. So we're glad you guys are here today for the game as Rivera.
Why couldn't Phil be here?
He had other things. He's a working guy. As a swing and a miss on the changeup, they count 1 ball and 2 strikes to Rivera.
It's actually not bad up here, though.
No, it's really not.
I thought it was going to be worse.
No, the wind's blowing out, so we're in good shape. McBride deals. That one's tapped back and foul. This is 1 game, 1 9-inning game. And the count now still riding 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brad quick pitches and misses upstairs, and we're even at 2-2.
I think it got worse.
It did a little bit. We're going to figure something out about that.
If I do this the whole time, it'll be fine, but...
That gets old real quick, doesn't it?
Wait, can they hear it too, or is it just us?
I think they can hear it too. That one's tapped foul on the left side.
Okay. Are you sure?
I think so. I think they can hear it.
Well.
Rivera standing in the batter's box battling Brad. That one tapped, then fouled off again. Field a little bit soft. We've had just enough rain to make things soft, but it's starting to green up and look nice. And the 2-2 pops straight up. Deck hanging on the grass makes a play, and there's 1 away. These two teams met up earlier in the season, Jasmine and Pratt.
At Pratt.
Won 10-0.
Oh.
Gage Axline coming to Matt. Axline, a sophomore catcher. 23 for 80 on the season. He's hitting .287. Pratt as a team hitting .306.
So did the high school game get canceled?
No, they're playing down on Pratt.
You're just not there?
I'm just not there.
You feel sad about that?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
But I am Lark Loyal. Hashtag that.
Hashtag Lark Loyal. That's right. Did your dad go?
No.
Okay.
That misses on the outside corner. The count 0-1. I mean, Pink's outside corner, and there's another pitch. Change up outside corner again, and Axline quickly behind 0-2. That one misses upstairs. Fastball high. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pratt came in 9-19 on the season. Fly ball right side. Going back is Josh Stivers. Stivers on the warning track. Jumps, and that is out of here.
You called it.
And Gage Axline hits the first home run. A solo shot over the right field fence. Traveled about 287, if I'd guess that. It's not very far down the lines. That's 275. And Pratt on the board early with a single run after the home run by Axline. That's Axline's third of the season, his 19th run driven in. That brings up Kenneth Gonzalez.
Not a lot of people out here watching the game yet. Pretty much just us.
Gonzalez hitting 270, the DH. And a curveball by Brad is over for a strike. People are still probably realizing that they're just back from spring break and forgetting that we have sports. Brad misses outside and away. Hey, major shout out to Coy Campbell and Zach Neely. Zach got named to first team All Region 6, and then Coy got named to second team All Region 6.
And Zach committed over spring break to Palm Beach?
Palm Beach Atlantic.
Down
in Florida.
Yeah.
Coy is being courted by Division I and Division II schools. And the 2-1 coming up from Brad. As Gonzalez not cheated on that swing, and the count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And softball will travel tomorrow. I don't know where. Do you?
Southeast Community College. Strikeout on the inside corner. Gonzalez swings and misses. They're going up to Nebraska to Southeast. Play the Storm.
And they were busy over spring break, too.
Yeah, they dropped 4 this past weekend, unfortunately. They've got some work to do if they want to host, as Sean Johnson, the left fielder, digging in, and this guy has been tearing the cover off the ball. 369 batting average, 4 bombs, 25 runs driven in. And that's a tough tapper off the end of the bat. Brad fields it, zips it over to Kalen, and the Larks minimize the damage. They'll have to get right back in this. As they go 1, 2, 3, or as they score a run, and we'll be back to the bottom of the first with Logan Dryden, Josh Stivers, and Kalen Haynes back after this.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places, and it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ. I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
And welcome back to Oswald Field. Larks about to come to bat defensively for the Beavers. Johnson in left, Gage in center, Partington over there in right field. Escamilla at third base, Rivera plays short, Cooper at second, Wetzel at first. Steele on the hill and Axline behind the dish for the Beavers. Logan Dryden to lead things off. He's followed by Josh Stivers and Kalen Haynes. Jeremy Deckinger batting cleanup, followed by the Marshal John Law in the 5-hole. Cooper Morgan batting sixth. Noriki Fujimara, also known as Bob, is batting seventh. Joel Ogletree, the 8th hole, and the DH spot, and Nick Platten will roll the order over, batting ninth. So Logan to lead things off, and Logan's been hitting the ball well. He's a threat to bunt, and we'll see if Logan can catch Escamilla over there too far back. Logan on the season, 391 batting average. Logan also hit a double. Also was hit a couple times during this weekend series. And there's a pitch from Steele on the outside corner. Steele, a lefty. A soft tossing lefty, kind of been the bane of the Larks' existence. Steele deals. And the slow curve drops in for strike two. So Logan quickly behind 0-2. That one too far out. Logan looks at the pitch outside. And they count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Logan loops one base hit to right field over the glove of Wetzel, and the Larks have their leadoff runner aboard.
It's a little muddy out there.
A little soft. Josh Stivers comes to bat. Josh hitting .397 on the season, 31 for 78. 19 runs driven in and a home run for the Iowa native. And Steele will work from the stretch. That one misses high to Stivers, and there's 1 ball.
Can you believe we had golf class in this weather today?
Yes, I can.
I was outraged. It's like, golf is barely fun when it's warm, and when it's cold, it's not fun at all.
Golf's a lot of fun. Josh tips it back into the glove of Axline. The count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He let me, like, what are they called?
I don't know.
I don't know golf words. Like, shoot a hole?
Play a hole?
Play a hole?
Play a hole? An entire hole from tee to green?
Yeah, well,
All
no.
right.
He had me start, like, halfway at the easiest part.
How'd that go?
Not good. Better than Carissa, but still not good.
Okay. I want to see this. I'm going to come out to golf class.
I'm not bad. I'm better in warm weather. I'm telling you, it alters my whole entire mood, everything about it.
That's been the case for 2 years.
Yeah.
The 1-1 on the way. Josh tips it. Runner goes. Logan tagged out. Caught stealing. Good throw by Axline. And Josh quickly behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kalen Haynes stands on deck. Kalen hit a no-doubt home run this weekend that landed across College Drive. Josh swings a miss. Ball in the dirt. Axline throws down. Now there are 2 away. And Kalen steps up to bat. Kalen, he's hit 3 home runs, 18 runs driven in, 328 average, 22 for 67. So lefty on lefty matchup. That one downstairs. 1 ball, 2, Kalen. And Jasmine, on Saturday, Kalen, after Jeremy Deckinger hit the home run, Kalen said, we're going back to back, and John Law probably hit a home run right behind Jeremy. That ball hammered out to the gap, left field, but it's going to hang up there, and that is caught by Partington. So the Larks get a leadoff runner on, but can't do anything with it. We've played an inning here. Pratt 1, Larks 0 back after this.
At Hudson College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living.
I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field, the campus of Heston College. Rusty Jasmine hanging out.
Back at it again.
Yeah. It's been a while, it feels like.
Yeah, it really does. But they didn't have the broadcast over spring break.
Right.
Because neither of us were here and they didn't have camera guys. But Alec did a really good job on Twitter. Did you see those?
Yeah, I was
updates?
standing by him.
Like every 30 seconds? Oh, you were actually here?
I was here keeping score on the
Oh,
book.
that's awkward because I just said you weren't.
I know. That's okay. I was just going to let it slide. Eric Escamilla steps up, and he takes a ball from Brad McBride. Escamilla on this season, the freshman, 10 for 33, 303 batting average. A double, a triple, and 6 runs driven in as he looks at a strike. Pratt on top, 1-0. Pratt comes inside with a fastball, and the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. First pitch Saturday, 1 o'clock for NOC Tonkawa. That one's tat foul. Escamilla trying to stay alive in the batter's box. And the count 1-2. That's a fly ball, center field, or right center field going back. That'll find the gap. That's off the fence, deepest part of the ballpark. And Escamilla will pull into second with a stand-up double. Keaton Gage comes to bat. Gage hitting .327, 16 for 49. 5 doubles, a triple, 15 runs driven in, 8 walks, 11 strikeouts. OPS of 880. And the 1-2, or excuse me, this is the first pitch to Gage. That comes inside, the count 1 ball. Tails in on Gage, the right-handed hitter. Again, we'd love to hear from you. Send us a text, 620-217-1465.
Slow.
Yeah. Drop us a line, go Larks. Chat with Jasmine in the live chat. Or tweet to Jasmine.
I'm here all day. Well, till the game ends.
Swing and a miss by Gage, and the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Brad working from the stretch for the first time today. Paints the corner on that little changeup, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sun trying to poke through the clouds, so I don't think it's going to make it. Chopping, swing and a miss, and Keaton Gage going down, swinging. Second strikeout for Brad as we're in the first. Trevor Wetzel, first baseman, coming to bat. Wetzel, a sophomore catcher, just hitting .167 on the season. Has appeared in 5 games. 1 for 6. Wetzel doesn't wear batting gloves, Jasmine. He wears work gloves.
So does Zach Duncan.
So does Zach Duncan.
I like it. Efficient.
The 1-0 coming up. That one's staying downstairs, and now Brad behind 2 Wetzel. 2 balls, no strikes.
This is starting to make me really upset.
I know. We're gonna figure something out about this.
You keep saying that, and we never do.
I know, we never do. We're gonna put after spring break. We're gonna see if we can't figure this out by Saturday.
Spring break's over.
Curve stays upstairs, and the count 3 balls, no strikes. See some of the Lark softballers coming to the ballpark.
I think they're before or after practice.
I don't know. I think it's
like
after.
after.
3-0 coming up. There's a strike to the knees. And the count now 3 balls, 1 strike here to Wetzel. 1 away with a runner on second for the Beavers. one's hammered. Foul down the left field line.
That's my favorite thing about baseball right there.
What's that?
Foul ball. When they say it just like that.
Well, yeah. The goal is that you got to be loud on a foul ball so everyone knows it's foul, and you don't say anything on a fair ball. You just point.
That's my favorite thing.
What's your favorite thing about golf class, Jasmine?
Let's see.
The 3-2 coming up from Brad.
Chandler being my golf coach.
Curve stayed upstairs, crossed high late. Now there's 2 on for Jack Partington. Partington leads the team. He's appeared in 7 games. He's 1 for 2 with a .500 batting average. So, and he knocked in 2 on that single. Partington, a freshman. We're not sure where he's from. He's not listed as hometown on the roster from Pratt.
Maybe he's a free spirit.
Maybe
He's from all over the place.
Could be.
Yeah, lives in the moment.
I like it. 2 on, 1 out here for the Larks, looking for a ground ball. And Brad drops in the breaking pitch, the top part of the zone for a strike. Again, we'd love to hear from you guys. Send us a text, drop us a line, chat with us, tweet to us. The 0-1. Little looper out there is going to drop in front of Josh Stivers. Base knock, possibly. And it will be a base hit as Stivers waited for it. Wetzel was almost forced out at second base. And the bases are loaded for Carl Cooper. And Cooper's 2 for 9. Three hits now in the game for the Beavers. And Brad misses just outside. The 1-0 coming up. And Cooper not cheated on that swing as he was swinging for everything. The ball now, they count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases loaded with 1 away. Soft tapper. Brad coming home for the force and gets the force out. Brad made a little flip there.
Well done.
It was a good play from Brad to come home for the force. And that'll bring up Ellery Rivera. And Rivera popped out his first at bat to Jeremy Deckinger. That pitch misses upstairs to Rivera. And the count, 1 ball. Rivera on the ground, Nick Platten. Platten staying back on it, can't come up with it. Nick sends it home, and the runner will be out. At home, 1 run does come in on the error. And the Beavers take a 2-0 lead. We're back after this.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals. whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric in well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field on the campus of Heston College. Natalie Park texted in saying she could hear. Oh, Harry ran off. We'll get him back when he.
Can you hear him?
Yeah, she.
I
said
figured
she
you could. He
Yeah.
was talking kind of loud over
Yeah,
here.
go figure. Deck coming to bat, takes a strike.
Oh. Can you hand me one of your pens, please?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. You bet. Count 1 ball, 1 strike here to Deck. Deck pops one foul and out of play on the right side. So. Remington.
Mm-hmm.
And count now 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Deck.
That's where you went.
Athletic Director Rob Ramsire in the press box up here, distracting us all. Deck lifts one right side. It's going to be a fly ball. Going back is Johnson, and he'll settle underneath it and make the play. And John Law coming to bat. John with 3 home runs.
Yeah, put an exclamation point at the end. Why?
And the first pitch from Steele outside to the Marshall. After 3 home runs, he regained his Marshall status. And the 1-0, John, quick swing, quickly behind, evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1, as that misses outside. 2 balls and a strike to John. That one too far in. And now 3-1. Cooper Morgan on deck with Bob to follow. Good pitchers, or good hitting pitch right here. That misses upstairs, and John is the second Lark base runner of the contest for Cooper Morgan.
Now batting number 6, Cooper Morgan.
I thought that was really good, Alec. You're welcome. Why?
Steele working from the stretch for only the second time today. As we're at the bottom of the second, Larks trailing 2-0. Misses upstairs to Coop. Bob on deck. Nariki Fujimara.
Fujimara.
That one lifted. It'll stay on the infield. Going back is Wetzel. Wetzel can't track it down. It drops in, but it will be a fielder's choice as John Law forced out. That one stayed on the line. One of those unfortunate breaks.
Did he not think it was going to... What happened there?
It dropped
Why
in.
stop running?
It fell. He thought it was going to be a foul ball. He's trapped in no man's land. If he's too far off the bag and the first baseman makes a play,
Let's see.
he's going to get forced out if he gets doubled off. It's one of those just tough breaks. There's not a lot you can do with that. As Bob comes in to bat, and Bob takes a strike on the outside corner. Joe Ogletree on deck. The 0-1, and Bob takes a healthy hack. And Bob quickly behind 0-2. Bob lifts one base hit left side through the hole. And Bob with a single bring up the DH, Joel Ogletree. So Giggles comes to bat. 2 away here on the bottom of the second. Larks trailing 2-0. 3 hits by both squads. Two hits by the Larks, excuse me.
We only have, or not only, we have 3 sophomores committed.
I think so.
It's Jacob, John, Joel.
Yeah. Yeah, Joel's committed to college, C of O, yeah, College of the Ozarks. In Springfield. That one outside, 1 ball, 2. Mr. Ogletree. Steele steps off. Didn't like Cooper dancing so far away at second base. Joel with a healthy swing in the count, even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Big curve from Steele stays outside, and the count 2-1 to Joel. Member of the Heston College Fishing Club.
Me too.
Jasmine's also a member of the club.
Is it a club if we've never met before?
That's on the ground up the middle. Base knock for Joel. Run coming home, and the Larks are going to be on the board. Bobbled in center field. Throw over their third, and Cooper and Joel move up. So Joel with a base hit, an RBI.
Good hit.
And Bob moves over to third on the error.
What? Oh, pen. Right. Why didn't you just say so?
Well, it's my run coloring pen. But if you need another one, let me know. I've got more pens.
Do you have a highlighter?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, you don't have to get it.
I'll get it. I'll get it
at
between innings. Yeah, we'll get it between innings.
That would actually be better.
Nick Platten digging in here, and the count to Nick, 1 strike. So Joel gets a single, puts the Larks on the board, drives in a run. Runners at second and third here for the Aussie.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi. What time is it there?
I don't know.
Oh,
check it out.
Let me just Google it. How about that? $7:59 a.m.
Okay.
I feel like they'll be tuning in before the end of this game.
They could.
They like to watch the games in the mornings. Or they have been.
The 1-1. Nick with a healthy swing. Let me count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Actually, they could be tuning in. He always messages me on Twitter.
That's right.
Let me look.
We haven't had anyone texting in a while. Swing by Nick. He goes down swinging. But the Larks do tack up a run. We've played 2 here. Larks trail 2-1 back after this.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do. And that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Heston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Heston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Heston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently at Heston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU. My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do, and that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Heston College tour. I still remember my personal guide Kimmy and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Heston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Heston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently at Heston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
We're back, by the way.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field.
Now batting number 16, Gage Axline.
As we're into the top of the third here, Gage Axline coming to bat for the Beavers. He hit a home run in his first at bat. And Axline takes a pitch inside from Brad. And they count 1 ball.
So many people.
It's a hefty side, Jazz. There's a looping line drive left side. Axline thinking 2. It's into the near left field. Axline on his way, and he'll pull into second. Another extra base hit for the Beavers. Axline now 2 for 2 with a double and a home run.
I just don't like when my job is made to be harder than it needs to be, you know?
Well, that's how it goes sometimes.
No, I just don't like it.
Kenneth Gonzalez struck out his first at bat. Gonzalez 0 for 1. That one too far inside. And they count 1 ball. One hammered in the ground, but foul on the left side. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike here in the top of the third. Leadoff runner aboard for the Beavers. That's on the ground. Bob Fields in foul territory. And they count 1 and 2. Again, we're taking text messages, whether you're a fan of the Larks, fan of the Beavers. We'd love to hear from you. 620-217-1465. We're taking emails, golarks@heston.edu. And Jasmine's taking live chats and tweets at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Although nobody's live chatting or tweeting.
That one's on the ground. Bob checks the runner, throws across. Kalen has to come off the bag, makes the tag. And a good job by Kalen to hang on and trots it in the infield.
Now batting number 24, Sean Johnson.
Runner has to stay put over there at second base. We'll see you, Rob. Okay. Sean Johnson grounded out on a soft tapper back to Brad in his first at bat. And Brad's little off-speed pitch, breaking ball, drifts in for a strike to Johnson. Escamilla on deck. That one's looped and foul down the left field line, hits the bullpen. Now the count 0-2. Brad misses outside the count 1-2. Temperature about 44 degrees.
Disgusting.
Wind trying to blow out. That's a fly ball, center field, going back. On the way is Cooper. That's off the top of the fence. And it's going to hold Johnson at second. Axline could only move up 90 feet. He was waiting to see if Cooper could catch up to it.
Now batting number 11, Eric Escamilla.
Escamilla coming to bat. He doubled his first at bat. So the Beavers swinging the bats here early. So 2 on and 1 out. Brad in a little bit of a jam with the Beavers on top, 2-1.
A beaver jam. I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
That one misses outside. As Thomas Kellner heading out to talk to Brad what they want to do. Here, Alec, here's ours. First pitch Saturday, 1 o'clock. Still don't know what Jasmine's status is.
Yeah, me either. I meant to ask Chris when she's up here, but I forgot.
Well, that's okay.
Oops.
Conference on the mound over. As Escamilla up, the left-hander.
Oh, to answer your question, Rusty, I was a little late because I was babysitting Jackson.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
Well, and then I had to get coffee naturally. So.
Well, yeah. That one's fouled back into the glove for a strike.
This field is looking a lot better since the rain.
Count is even, 1-1 strike. That's looped out there. Stivers goes back, makes a play. He'll send it to third, sacrifice fly, and the Beavers scratch another one across.
Now batting number 10, Keaton Gage.
Keaton Gage coming to bat here for Pratt. Gage struck out his first at bat. Pratt up 3-1 here in the top of the third. Now comes inside. A little bit of action out there in the bullpen for the Larks. It's like Kenny and Dylan. Misses downstairs and in. The count 2 balls, no strikes. There's a strike on the outer half, and the count 2 balls into strike now. Fly ball out there left field. That is over the fence and a home run for Keaton Gage. And Gage loops the line drive shot, the second home run by the Beavers. And quickly they're up 5-1 over the Larks here in the third. With 2 outs, and Trevor Wetzel coming to bat. That's Gage's first home run of the season, but he'll add 2 RBIs to his total for 17 now.
Number 12, Trevor Wetzel.
Wetzel, first baseman, drew a walk. Wetzel taps it foul. Beavers put 3 up this inning. They lead 5-1.
What?
I was just looking at what's inside there.
Where's my camera?
On the ground. Bob scoops it up. Throws over. Nice scoop by Nariki over there. But damage done on a pair of doubles and a home run. 3 come across for Pratt. They lead 5-1. We're back after this.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do. And that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Hesston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Hesston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Hesston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Hesston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently at Hesston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Hesston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Hesston. I'm not worried about transferring. My advisor sought me out at least a half a dozen times the first semester just to make sure I was on the right track. I started as a Lark at Hesston College, and I'm planning on transferring to a state school.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. Logan Dragon to lead things off. Logan singled his first at bat here in the bottom of the third. Larks trailing 5-1. And Logan fouls one off in the first pitch swinging. That one misses in the dirt, and the count 1 ball and 1 strike.
Whoa, who are you calling?
Nowhere. Just wonder if that would clear the line. It didn't work. And they count 2 balls, 1 strike. Here to Logan. Trying to get a little bit of that feedback gone. Logan swings and misses. We're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I'm going to let it go for a little bit and see. Yeah. Ask Mrs. Park if she can hear it.
Okay, Natalie, we're going to throw the challenge out. We'd like to hear, if you guys can hear that feedback loop, we want to hear from you.
I've been having my hand on it, but now I'm not.
620, has that one downstairs. Count is full. 620-217-1465, or send us a line, Go Larks, at Hesston.edu, or tweet to Jasmine, hashtag Fear the Nest, hashtag Lark Loyal, at Go Larks, or send us a line, or chat with us.
Anything you feel like.
Logan draws a walk. He's on for the second time today. And that will bring up
number 27, Josh Stivers.
Right fielder Josh Stivers. So Natalie's saying she's not hearing the feedback. So
okay, well,
that's good.
If it doesn't bother them, then
no, it's not going to bother us. So Josh Stivers struck out his first at bat as there's a quick exit to the bullpen out there by the Beavers. Logan with a decent lead against the lefty over there, first base. Steele throws back, and Logan dives in safely. And there, Steele comes back, and the first pitch he throws to Stivers is a strike on the outside half. The 0-1 up here. Josh fouls it off, rolling along the ground and picked up in foul territory, and the count 0-2. So Josh stepping back in, having to dig back in. 0-2, the count. Outside corner, and Josh goes down looking.
Now batting number 44, Kaylin Haynes.
Third strikeout of the game for Steele. And that brings up Kaylin Haynes. Kaylin had a deep fly ball out. His first at bat. Logan diving back in.
Where did he go to high school?
Logan? I believe he's from Goddard, isn't he?
That's what I thought. Yeah, Goddard. Poor guy.
Big curve stays upstairs to Kaylin to count 1 ball. Larks have only stolen 30 bases as a team this season and have surrendered 86 stolen bases.
Yikes.
That went too far outside, and they count 2 balls, no strikes, as it looks like Steele's trying to stay away from Kaylin Haynes' wheelhouse. And a big swing by Kaylin on the 2-0 pitch. And they count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Logan bouncing back to the bag. Kaylin turns on one, but rips it foul. That ball might end up in the drainage ditch behind what should be the practice soccer field. And they count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kaylin swings and misses. Second strikeout of the inning for Steele. That brings up Jeremy Deckinger. Natalie Park texting in saying, let's go offense, let's have an inning.
Jeremy Deckinger.
Larks need to have one get going here as Deck comes to bat. He flew out to right field, or left field in his first at bat, excuse me. 0 for 1. And Deck takes a pitch outside for a ball.
Where did Deck go to high school?
I don't know.
He's from Wichita.
That's right. I don't know.
Do you know? What? How? Oh, could you?
Deck takes outside. Logan diving in, stumbled, and is tagged out. Logan picked off. Logan has stumbled going back to the bag, and that'll bring Deck back up when we hit the bottom of the 4th. Larks trail 5-1. We've played 3 back after this.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ. I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance, and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric and well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my...
And welcome back here to Oswald Field.
I had a golf tee too, but I don't know where it went.
Do you need a golf tee? I can get you a golf tee.
No.
Jack Partington coming to bat here for the Beavers. Okay. Singled his first at bat.
Thank you.
As Kentaro Sakia coming in. Kenny coming to pitch now for the Larks. He replaces Brad. Brad surrendering 5 runs on 6 hits. And Kenny comes in and starts parenting off with a strike.
I'm not mad about it. Thank you. You're being very helpful.
The 0-1. Only missing downstairs, and the count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike to Partington.
What is it with these baseball players, man?
I don't know.
They think I always have attitude. They don't appreciate me commentating. You know how much heat I've gotten in the past few weeks saying that I don't talk enough about baseball on air? All I talk about is random stuff. Okay, first of all, last year, watching baseball, you know very well, that was my first ever baseball game that I watched was here at the college.
I know.
At, like, Larks baseball.
Taking the strike from Kenny.
So this is all I know.
That one lifted out there. It's going to drop in for a base hit in front of Josh out there in right field. And Partington now having himself a day. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Carl Cooper coming to bat.
Now batting number 14, Carl Cooper.
Cooper grounded into fielder's choice in his first at bat. Coming inside, the runner goes, throw! Not quite in time, and Partington swiping at second base.
Got a few more fans here, mostly just softball players for the Larks.
Kenny working here in the top of the 4th. As Cooper shows bunt, pulls him back for the ball. The count now 2 balls, no strikes here to Cooper. One foul back to the fence off the pole. And they count 2-1. 3 runs came across for the Beavers in their half of the 3rd. That one lifted out there. Gap power. That's going to go deep in the gap. Deepest part of the ballpark almost. It's going to be a double for Cooper. And Cooper doubles. Partington moves up 90 feet to 3rd.
Now batting number 2, Ellery Rivera.
Ellery Rivera coming to bat. Ellery Rivera now is 0 for 2 on the day. Popped out and grounded. Had a reached base on an error. Kenny working in a little bit of a jam. That's tapped on the ground. Bob checks, throws to Kalen in time. Kalen can't come up with the Larks commit the error. A run coming home as Kalen delivers the throw. And Pratt now leads 6-1.
Number 16, Gage. Excellent.
Second error of the game by the Larks. Axeline's 2 for 2 with a home run and a double. Axeline back up the middle. Bob can't come up with it. That'll be a base hit up the middle. 2 runs coming in as Axeline singles. And Rivera moves all the way to the scores.
Number 33, Kenneth Gonzalez.
Axeline gets 2 ribbies on that. And it's 8-1. Beavers in front of the Larks.
I really thought Nick was going to jump, catch that right over the umpire.
It was tough. It's a tough play. A sharply hit ball right there. Big curve on the outside. Larks trail 8-1 with none out and a runner on here for Pratt. They've tacked on 3 of this inning. And a swing and a miss by Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 0 for 2. On the ground, Bob comes up with it, trying to get the double play. Logan rolls it up in time. Larks turn 2 on the 5-4-3 double play.
Now batting number 24.
Clutch play by Bob.
Johnson.
And Sean Johnson coming to bat. Johnson doubling his last at bat.
Kenny looks so different with this haircut. Kenny? Yeah, he doesn't look like Kenny.
So Kitaro. That's a looper out there. Stivers going back. Stivers can't come up with it. Hits a base of the fence. Kicks away from Josh. And Johnson thinking 3. Nick maybe with a chance. Throw not in time. And Johnson takes the triple. As another run comes home. Oh, no, excuse me. Run does not come home there. It's a double play ball. Oops. Don't mind my scorekeeping.
Get your head in the game.
It's
Now batting number 11, Eric Escamilla.
Escamilla hit a sacrifice fly in his first at bat. Or doubled and hit a sacrifice fly in his last at bat, I should say. Big curve by Kenny. And I count 1-0. Natalie Park texted me during the break, Jasmine, said Sam can hear it on his iPad, but she can't hear it on the TV.
That's weird.
Counts 2 balls, no strikes.
I would say the iPad has better audio, but that can't be right.
I don't know. Curve on the inside, or the outside half to Escamilla. So Escamilla 1 for 1 with a run driven in.
Rusty, I got a question for you.
Go ahead, Jasmine.
How do you feel about the potential of Des Bryant leaving the Cowboys?
Bye-bye. Count 3 balls and 1 strike.
You're just going to turn your back on him like that?
If he wants to go, he needs to go. He has actually declined as a player. So that one fouled back towards the tennis courts.
Des Bryant. I shouldn't have brought that up because now I'm thinking about the NFL and all the changes being made, and it just gets me all worked up.
Payoff pitch from Kenny. That's a tat foul as Escamilla staying alive. 2 outs here, a runner on, but 3 runs across for the Beavers. On the ground at Nick. Nick backhands, throws across. Just in time, but damage done here as the Beavers tack on 3 more. We've played 3.5. Beavers 8, Larks 1. We're back after this.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ. I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
And welcome back here. Bottom of the 4. Larks have to get something going here. I haven't even asked how many people are watching this broadcast, Jasmine, so I'm going to ask that now.
Not too many. 14.
Okay.
We're up to 20 at one point.
Well, we want to hear from you guys.
Number 10, Jeremy Deckinger.
Deck coming to bat here in the bottom of the 4th. Larks trailing 8-1. Larks need to get it all back, but can't do it in one swing. I'll do it piece by piece. There's no such thing as a bases empty grand slam. Deck takes a ball here. This is Nicholas Gardner coming into pitch now for the Beavers. And Deck lifts one to center field. Gage going back, and he'll camp underneath it and make the play. 1 away.
It looked good.
Now batting
Sounded good.
21, John Law.
Left fielder Jonathan Law coming to bat here for the Larks with 1 out in the 4th. John drew a walk and was forced out on a little flare. And John takes a pitch high and away. Gardner's numbers on the season, he's appeared in 3 games. Started 1. He's pitched in 2.1 innings. 2 1/3, I should say, as John lays off. On the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Gardner with an 11.57 ERA. That one stays too far out away, and the count now 3 balls and no strikes to the Marshal. There's a strike on the outside half. John loops one. That's going to drop in to the left field corner for a potential double. John, good throw, but it pulls the second baseman up. John slides in and doubles.
It's a graceful slide out there.
Smooth. John aboard with the double. As he looped that in the left field corner, I thought it was going to take a hop and get over the fence for the ground rule double.
Too.
Stayed in, took a good hop out there to Johnson. Johnson's throw pulled Cooper off the bag. Otherwise, it would have been a lot closer of a play. That brings up Cooper Morgan for the Larks. Big curveball from Gardner. Did not break the way he wanted to. Stayed very high. And Coop takes it for a ball. Gardner comes back and finds the top part of the zone for a strike. The count 1-1. Gardner dealing. Curveball drops in for the strike, and now Cooper quickly behind. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cooper chases the curve, and he is retired on strikes.
Now batting number 5, Nariki Fujimura.
Bob Fujimura coming to bat. That one too far outside to Bob from Gardner. That one stays away, and the count 2-0 to Nariki, who looped a liner to left for a base hit. His first time up.
That's not even on, is it?
Nope. Curveball stays upstairs. And they count 3 balls, no strikes. That pitch too far out, and Bob draws the walk.
Now,
So 2 on.
43, Joel
And 2 out for Joel Ogletree. There's a strike on the outside, on the upper part of the zone. A fastball for the strike from Gardner. And the 0-1 coming up. Curveball stays upstairs.
Gardner is from Brampton, Ontario.
Okay. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss by Joel, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got a text saying, "Go Larks." Coop's grandparents from Georgia texted in.
Hi, Cooper's grandparents.
Joel swings and misses, and the Larks strand 2. We've played 4. Pratt leads 8-1. We're back after this.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ. I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ.
And welcome back. Keaton Gage coming to bat in the fifth. Jasmine's going to run down and take some pictures real quick. She does double duty up here. Triple duty. As that one misses downstairs. Hey, Jazz, send Jalen up. Jamar's down there. Make her come up here for a little bit. As Gage. She's not here? And they count 1-1 strike. That one is hammered and gone to left field. As another home run by Pratt, they now lead. As Keaton Gage hits a home run. And Pratt now leads.
Now batting number 12.
9-1, as I'll add that score, that run. And that brings up Trevor Wetzel. There you go. As I'm joined by Jalen Rufinacht.
Hello.
Hi, Jalen.
Hi.
Jalen's a member of the softball team. Also was a stalwart at the scorers table this past basketball season.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping book. Glad to have you aboard.
Yeah, glad to be here.
A swing and a miss here by Trevor Wetzel. Jalen also affectionately known as Team Mom sometimes by the Heston College softball team.
That would be correct.
Yes, it is. I heard that when I went with you guys to Hutch.
Got to take care of the girls.
Swing and a miss. Wetzel quickly down on strikes. This is Matt Hickerson pitching for the Larks.
Now batting number 4.
Guess have a little short practice today and got to come watch a little softball?
Yeah, just a short hitting practice.
Jay, tell everyone where you're from.
I am from Pettisville, Ohio. A tiny town of about 500 people in the northwest corner.
Home of my buddy, Lynn Roth.
Yes.
The Penguin. So that one misses away from Jack Partington. Lynn was my RA out here.
All right.
And they count 1-0 here to Partington. Partington 2 for 2 with a pair of singles, a stolen base, and a run scored as Matt misses away. Larks have a little bit of work to do here, trailing 9-1.
Yes.
As I mentioned in this week's issue of the record, the softball team have a little work to do too coming up. You guys go to Southeast tomorrow, is that correct?
Yep, up in Nebraska.
All right. Valentino's. You guys want to eat at Valentino's?
What's that?
Pizza. Very good pizza. Trust me. Spread the word. You want to pick Valentina's for your post-game meal.
All right.
There's a pitch on the upside for a strike. That one inside just misses, and Partington aboard. Nursing director Becky Bartell, her dad, would always try and get a frozen lasagna from Valentino's for Christmas. That's what he wanted. And they serve that on their buffet, and it's very good pizza. I would highly recommend it. I would spread that word, because I know it comes down to decisions.
Yes.
So you guys do that.
Hopefully our van's picking.
Okay. Swing and a miss, hit and run on, and tagged out. Large catch, Partington stealing. So now there's 2 away for Cooper with a strike on. Had the hit and run on. I need to update the outs, excuse me, for a second. Here we go. 2 outs here for Cooper as he's takes a pitch down low. They count 1 ball, 1 strike. Cooper chases one outside, and he's quickly behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. So you guys go to Southeast tomorrow, and then you're off for about 10 days.
Yeah.
Before you come home for a 2-game set.
Pick conference play right back up.
Swing and miss. Cooper goes down, and there's 3 outs here. So the Beavers get 1, and the Larks, as we trail, their Beavers now in front, 9-1. Jay, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, anytime. Come on back.
All right.
We'll be back.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ. I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
And welcome back here to the bottom of the 5th. Jalen Ruvenock stopping by. We talked a little softball, Jasmine.
Oh, yeah? About what?
Yeah, just about their trip to Southeast and the work they have to do. As Nick steps in, Nick 0 for 1. Lifts one, loops one, right side. Could be trouble if it stays fair. Drops in, it will be fair. Nick thinking 2. Nick's on his way. And it's held at 2 for the double for the Aussie.
There we go. Get some things rolling here.
That one just stayed down and dropped in, and Nick aboard with a double, and Logan Dryden coming to bat.
Now batting number 2, Logan Dryden.
Logan's 1 for 1. Was caught stealing after a single in the first. Was picked off in the third after being walked. So Logan's had a bit of an adventure on the base paths. I haven't checked the email in a while. Just double check real quick.
I really doubt anyone emailed us, but go ahead
Heston
and
High
check.
School down 4-0. Their inaugural baseball game.
It's in Pratt, right?
Yes, it's in Pratt.
It's ironic.
Yeah, Heston High School also opening their softball season in Pratt.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's all kinds of Pratt and Hessen connections.
Okay, my high school never had baseball and softball. Do they typically go the same day, the same place, like basketball, where you play the same team?
I don't know, because Hessen High School's never had baseball.
Right. Okay.
So this is their first baseball game ever.
You did that? Okay.
2-0 count here to Logan.
Alex says Colorado does that. But
Yeah,
they
but
also have walk-up songs, so
Yeah, it's Colorado.
they're doing something different over there.
Oh, and misses inside. Now Logan quickly ahead as there's some action in the Pratt bullpen. Another lefty of warming up for Pratt.
Oh.
Count 3-0 here with Logan, or with Nick on second. Logan at the bat. That one misses upstairs, and Logan aboard. Now back-to-back runners on for the Larks.
Now
For Josh Stivers.
Josh Stivers.
Josh 0 for 2, struck out and struck out. Struck out swinging in the first, looking in the third. So we're in the fifth. Larks trailing 9-1. And Josh takes a ball away from here from Gardner. Josh swings and misses on the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one inside, hit Josh on the foot. Nick has to, the runners will move up, and Josh will head to first after being hit by the pitch.
I hit him in the ankle?
I think instep ankle, that's not a...
That'll get you.
Yeah. Time and athletic trainer Nate Bartell will hustle on the field over to talk to Josh.
You think that's the equivalent of taking a scooter to the ankle?
Not fun.
Alex says yes.
It's either way, it's not fun.
Yeah.
So the base is loaded here for Kalen Haynes when we come back as we're talking things over where Josh was hit. We're back after this. What's the present? Don't worry about it. Don't you guys don't worry about it.
We're back.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. Kalen Haynes coming to bat. Bases loaded. An exaltation of Larks on the base paths here. Kalen's 0 for 2.
Now batting number 44, Kalen Haynes.
The nest is full.
The meadow is occupied. The nest is full for Kalen.
Meadow is occupied. That's Phil's, isn't it?
Yeah, that was his. Yep.
Yeah.
And if I'm Kalen, I'm probably lacing up my shoes a little tighter than normal because I think Kalen's going to swing for everything he has. Big curveball stays outside. And they count 1 ball and no strikes here to Kalen from Gardner. Mojo's up in the Lark bullpen. That went downstairs. And the count now 2 balls, no strikes here to Kalen. That one stays too high, and the count 3 balls, no strikes here to Kalen. There's a strike on the outer half, and they count 3-1. Curveball drops in for the strike, and we're full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Too far out, and Kalen draws a walk, and we'll get a bases loaded RBI.
Do you think that walk was intentional?
I don't think it was. Kalen gets a ribby to his credit.
I mean, if they knew Kalen,
then yes.
Then it would make sense for it to be intentional.
Absolutely. They did see him hit a ball into
Seemingly.
a foul ball that was probably went in the ditch. That's going to close the book on Gardner. We're back after this on the Lark Network.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ. I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field.
We only have 11 viewers, so that's kind of depressing, but it's fine. It's fine.
Lookman Ali coming to bat here coming to pitch in for the Beavers. A freshman from Kansas City, Missouri. Kevin and Major Heralds, appreciate you broadcasting the home games. Go Larks. What was that, Jasmine?
Thank you. Did you hear about this?
What's that?
A Kansas representative from Heston has introduced a bill that would allow the state fair to leave the city of Hutchinson after more than 100 years.
I heard about that.
I will be outraged.
I heard about that because some of the people in the fair are not happy with an increase in fees.
Yeah, well, stuff is expensive.
Stuff is expensive. And the rep from Heston will not. This rep from Heston won't tell who are the people behind the bill. So
wow, scandalous.
A little bit. Jeremy Deckinger coming to bat. JD 0 for 2. Bases loaded, none out. Deck lifts one. That is deep, and that is out of here. Jeremy Deckinger with a grand slam home run. And the Larks quickly on the board now as Deck goes deep. He'll drive in 4 runs. And now the Larks with a little something doing. They've tacked on 5 here in this inning, 9-6. A huge bomb there by Deck. First pitch swinging he saw, takes it over, drops it about 295 feet over the fence. Might have been 310, but it's a grand slam regardless. And
I've
Jonathan
never been
Law.
so proud in my whole life.
John Law coming up, and John takes a curve. 9-6, 5 runs here in the 5th for the Larks. John loops one. That's going to be a base knock to right center field. And John dumps one in. He's got a double and a single on the day, along with a walk. So John's bat finally coming alive.
Number 6, Cooper Morgan.
And that'll ring up Coop. Bob on deck. Larks have pushed 5 across right here. Coop first pitch swinging, base hit. Booted out there in center field by Gage, and John Law takes third on the error. So Coop with a single. John moved up, took third on the error. And now the Larks with runners in the corners. None out here for Nariki Fujimura.
Now batting for the Larks, number 5, Nariki Fujimura.
Also known as Bob. Natalie Park texted in saying she just called it Deck's grand slam.
I believe
Bob
it.
takes a strike, or a ball in the inner half, rather. I believe it, too. Larks have battled right back. They trail 9-6 with a big 5-run inning. Bob lifts one up, and that'll get out of play towards the Pratt bus. And the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. 5 runs across here in the 5th for Heston, and still none out. Runners at the corners. So Jeremy with his 2nd home run of the season.
I'm telling you, I've said he's just a clutch guy.
The clutch guy.
Such a clutch guy. No. I feel like Deck might just be above Aaron Rodgers in clutchness. Is that a word?
I think so. Should be.
Since you're a master of tweets, approve my tweet. Yeah, I've done it all season and last year. See, this is why I'm a... Wait, what did you say earlier? Triple
aware of triple hats.
Yes. Well, quadruple then.
Quadruple it. How many hats can Jasmine wear? Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Bob looks at one inside, and the count 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Bob. Joel on deck.
I'm not going to lie, though. I have competition from Alec. He did great with the live tweeting the other day when we didn't have any streaming and stuff.
That one lifted foul. Bob stays alive.
I spent forever trying to figure out who it was. I was so upset.
Why didn't you just text me?
I don't know.
I was standing in the dugout for the entire game.
Deck delivery.
Another payoff pitch coming up. Runner goes Cooper. On his way. Run coming home. Slipping in. John Law safe. Coop gets picked off, but John comes home.
I missed it. What happened? Sorry.
Coop gets picked off, but John Law came home and scored a run. It's 9-7 now, as Coop was frozen out there by the lefty's move. Now the bases are empty for Bob, and 1 out. Still a count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bob lifts one out there. That will drop foul.
Oh, I really thought it was going to be good.
I think Bob would have ran for a while.
Yeah. That might have been play of the year so far. What do you think? What do you think has been the play of the year so far?
Bob shoots on foul. I don't know. A grand slam down 8-1. Now you're back in it. It's burning on an inning. That's pretty big. It's 9-7. Larks have scored 6 in this inning. Still only 1 out. Bob works the pitcher and gets a walk. And that brings up Joel.
Now batting number 43, Joel Ogletree.
So wait, it was 9-2.
It's 9-1. It's 9-7.
Well, crap. I mean, shoot.
9-1. They scored 6. We scored 6.
I thought it was 9-2.
It was 9-1.
Are you sure?
I have a scorebook right here.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
No, I just tweeted the wrong thing, and it's fine.
That's okay.
Let me just delete it. You're awkward.
The count is 1 ball and no strikes.
I told you to verify it. A one-hit wonder. You really are. Yeah, I love how you got a shout out, but I've been doing it for 2 years now, and I have never gotten a shout out. It's fine.
That one comes inside, hits Joel. Joel wears it on the inner part of the thigh, and he'll trot down to first base, or hobble down to first base. And that brings up Nick Platten with one out.
Now batting for the Larks, number 17, Nick Platten.
Nick doubled in his last at-bat. I might close the book here on Ali, and it looks like it will. We'll take a break and be back here on the Lark Network. Play something long or string a couple together.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance, and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric and well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Heston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Heston College BSN student. Learn more about the Heston College nursing program today.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. Nick Platten coming to bat. Zach Corbat moved into pitch for the Beavers. Another lefty here on the hill. Corbat's pitched in 8 games so far, worked 7 2/3 innings.
What is that sound?
That is Bob in the
Was
dugout.
that Bob?
Or that might be Kenny in the dugout. It's one of those two.
I mean, I love it, but man, wasn't sure what it was.
The 0-1 coming up. Nick chases inside. And the count 0-2 now. Corbat from Lawrence. I went too far inside. And the count 1-2. Still only one out here in the inning for the Larks. Nick pounds one to the ground and foul. The count still riding. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Corbat wants to go through the signs again, as he's asking his catcher, Axling. There goes that, hits Bob, but bounces over to Cooper. Nick tips into the glove and fouls it off as strike 3. That brings up Logan. Logan drew a walk. Bob and Joel on base with 2 outs. 6 runs across here for the Larks. They've trimmed the lead to 2 as 9-1 at the start of the inning. That one misses outside and low. And they count 1-2. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Zach Duncan on deck. Zach came in to run for Josh after he was hit by the pitch. Looks like he has moved into Josh's spot. In our half, 4 strike to Logan. The count 1-2. We're at the bottom of the 5th. Now it gets away from the catcher, Axline. Axline and both runners move up. On the pass ball. Count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes, so a lot of deuces up there on the scoreboard for Logan. Logan also wears number 2. Logan lifts one up there, right side, trailing and tailing, just foul. Logan just missed. And the count rides, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dave Ryan on ball duty. Brings about a dozen balls to the umpire, who's had a lot of foul balls today.
I hate that sound so much.
The sound of spikes on concrete?
Mm-hmm. Sound of cleats on concrete. Ugh. Reminds me of track.
Logan swings and misses. Gets by the catcher. Logan's going to take first base. Bob comes home.
Pinch hitting for the Larks. Number 14, Zach Duncan.
Zach Duncan comes in. Joel moves over to third base. Nine to 8, 7 runs here in the inning for the Larks. And Duncan coming to bat. Logan taking off easily, swiping second. Larks with 8 hits on the day, 8 runs now. That one bouncing into the dirt. And the count 2 balls, no strikes here with first base open. And Kalen Haynes on deck. And you know Kalen wants a shot with runners on. That one too far outside. And they count 2-1. Swinging it by Duncan, and they count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Are you implying once again that you can do my job better than me? We have problems up here.
You guys are going to rumble. Zach lifts one up there. Center field going back. Gage camping underneath it and making the play. But the Larks with a huge rally. They score 7 runs here in the inning. It's 9-8. We're back after this.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ. I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
Okay, oh, I don't think we were on a commercial.
Oh.
We might have been.
I thought we would have been.
Oh, yeah, we were.
Okay.
We just came back.
Joseph Perez coming into bat. Mojo coming into pitch for the Larks here. What was your question?
I have to go to the bathroom. So.
So Mojo coming to bat. Coming to pitch, thank you. As this will be Ellery Rivera. Rivera coming into bat here for the Beavers. Rivera so far in the day 0 for 3. Shows bunt, takes a strike from Mojo. Joseph Perez on the hill for the Larks. And Joseph has appeared in 12 games. 3-0 record here for the Larks with 11 1/3 innings pitched. That's on the ground. Bob bobbling behind the bag. I think that probably would have been a hit regardless. It was deep in the territory. As Rivera goes to first base on the single.
Now batting number 16, Gage Axline.
Axline coming to bat here for the Beavers. Axline had himself a pretty good day. He needs a triple for the cycle. He's singled, he's doubled, and he's hit a home run. I'll update this too. Excuse me. I got it, Alex. I got it. I can do both. Count 0-1. Quick move back. Gets by Kalen. And Rivera going all the way to third on the error. Another error by the Larks. And that moves a runner to third base. Fourth error of the game charged to the Larks. And the count on 1. Curveball stays inside. The count even at a ball and a strike. That one's lofted out towards center field. Zach Duncan going back on the warning track, makes the play. The run will come home. But Zach at the track with his back against the fence. A run comes home.
Batting number 33, Kenneth Gonzalez.
Gonzalez coming in, and Pratt takes the 10-8 lead. With one away for Gonzalez. That one comes too far in and hits Gonzalez.
Now batting number 24, Sean Johnson.
Sean Johnson coming to that. Ten to 8 the score in this slugfest. That one bouncing downstairs in the dirt. That's the outside corner for a strike, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner goes. Johnson fouls it off towards the tarp. He goes through the tarp and out to the fence, skipping away. And the count 1-2. That one upstairs, and we're even 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one's tapped foul towards the Lark dugout. And our count riding 2 balls, 2 strikes. With 1 away and a runner on for the Beavers for Johnson. Johnson fouls off. He's had a pair of doubles on the afternoon. And they count 2-2. Outside corner, just a little low, though. And the count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. I'm back with Jasmine.
What did I miss?
You missed a sacrifice fly for a Beaver run. And an error by Mojo. The walk issued and 2 on now for Escamilla.
Now batting number 11, Eric Escamilla.
Escamilla doubled, hit a sacrifice fly, and grounded out. He's had a pretty busy day. He's 1 for 2. Runners at first and second for the Beavers, 1 away. And Mojo wanting a ground ball here. Too far out. On the count, 1 ball. That one too far away. Dylan Shoknecht up in the bullpen for the Larks. You count 2 balls, no strikes. As we're in the top of the 6th, 1 run across, 10-8 the score. Beavers. What is resembling a hit fest like a slow pitch softball game. The 2-0 delivery from Mojo. Stays upstairs and count 3 balls, no strikes. That one's at the knees for a strike on the outside half. Mojo comes back with a changeup for a strike, and we're full 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lofted straight out. That'll be an infield fly. Nick comes up and makes a play. And they're 2 away here for Keaton Gage. Gage hit a 2-run homer. Actually, he's hit 2 home runs today. Thank you. And that might close the book on Mojo with Gage coming to bat. Looks like it will. We'll take a break and come back.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do. And that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Heston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Heston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Heston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently at Heston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
I've never eaten at the Olive Garden.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
Yeah. And then the next day I had to have
And
someone
welcome
give me
back.
gas. Yeah, that was wild.
Jasmine trying to get Alec to take her to Olive Garden.
He doesn't have a car.
Why don't you go?
His
Why
plan
don't you
isn't working.
Why don't you have him ride with you
That's
to Olive
not
Garden?
the way it works.
It can. This is
I
year
guess.
2018.
Then I gotta spend gas and yeah. I wish there was an Olive Garden across the street from the school.
So, I can't help you there.
Actually, I wish there was any restaurant across the street from the school.
Well, the Burger Garage is in town.
That's not across the street, though. I can't just
Isn't that a block?
walk.
You can walk over there.
I mean, I can. Yeah, I know. That's why I stopped where I was saying. You know what I mean.
I do. Gage is stepping up. He's hit 2 home runs, has 3 RBIs on the day. I knew where you were going with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
How am I going to replace you next year?
You can't.
I know.
I'm irreplaceable.
Isn't that the truth? Good pitch from Dylan. Starting Gage off with a strike. 2 years you've been here at the side of these broadcasts. I don't know what I'm going to do next year.
Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do either.
That one comes too far inside. Gage wears it on the knee, and he's aboard. The bases are loaded.
They're going to make me actually commentate. Like, real life. Like, I can't talk about food. I probably won't know any of the guys.
Well, it'll be a good learning experience. I'll have to do some research and take a lot of notes.
Great. A lot of work.
You chose this life.
I know I did. I just figured I could skip right from this part to the part where I hire someone to do that for me, and I just talk about it.
No, this is all on you,
Smooth
kid.
transition right there.
I would miss it. That's like Jalen, who joined us in the way back from the softball game, had said that she had the names of her kids picked out. I said, Jalen, you might be missing a couple steps there.
I do. I feel like that's a girl thing.
It might be.
I think so. Yeah.
Wetzel's
guys
over
don't really
two.
plan ahead that far.
No. Wetzel lofts one right side. Could be trouble. It's the short corner, but a running catch by Cooper out there in right field.
Good hustle.
And the Larks limit the damage. Only one across. We've played 5.5. Beavers 10. Larks 8. Back after this.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ. I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
Welcome back here to Oswald Field. Kalen Haynes coming to bat. Kalen's 0 for 2. Did draw a bases loaded walk, so he has a ribby to his credit today. That one misses too far outside as the Lark bullpen in full action out there.
Seems like everybody's over there. Maybe I should go over there.
I don't think we have a long enough mic set for you.
Oh.
There's a pitch on the outside corner from Corbett for a strike. That one in the dirt. On the count. 2 balls and a strike to Kalen. Deck on deck.
Deck on deck.
And John Law in the hole.
I love it. I love it when that happens.
Kalen rips one, but it's going to tail foul the second one. He's just missed foul.
4. Nice.
And the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kalen.
Rusty, if you weren't here today, Alec would have commentated with me.
What do you have?
Yep. If Rusty wasn't planning on being here today, and so I was going to make you commentate with me. Yeah.
And the count 3 balls and 2 strikes.
But now I'm glad I didn't, because he'd probably be better than me, and I can't have that. So. Can't have that happening.
We're full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kalen lifts one. That is the deepest part of the ballpark. That one is back on the warning track, off the fence. Kalen thinking 2, and he'll pull in. If that ball is 40 feet to either side, it's probably a home run. And Kalen hits it off the fence just to the right of the 390 sign. He has a stand-up double.
Jeremy Deckinger.
Jeremy Deckinger hit a home run his last at-bat. It cleared the bases. There are 4 guys on. So Deck coming to bat with a leadoff runner aboard, none out. Deck rips one, snagged. A great snag by Escamilla at third base. took away extra bases.
Those reflexes, though.
Now batting number 21, John Law.
And John Law coming to bat. It was a great play by Escamilla over there at third base. John takes a strike on the inside from Corbat, excuse me. Another lefty up in the bullpen for Pratt. John rips one foul.
Hit Stivers again.
Did it?
No, but did you see him limping away?
I did see him limp away.
That's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing, but kind of.
Be a bad day.
Yeah.
The 0-2 coming up. Stays upstairs, and they count 1 ball and 2 strikes. That was like poor Carter Hone 2 years ago.
What?
Got hit on a foul ball at Bethany.
And?
Had a concussion.
Oh, like in the head?
Yeah.
Oh.
John lifts one. Could stay on the infield. Wetzel going back and running underneath. The ball dropping out, and John has new life.
Oh, man. He just squatted down.
So that ball was played by Cooper. Cooper wasn't quite sure of where Wetzel was. Called Wetzel off, and John Law with new life. And they count 1 and 2. That one stays upstairs, and we're even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and John goes down. 2 outs here in the 6th.
Now batting number 6, Cooper Morgan.
Coop singled his last at bat. Was picked off. But allowed a run to score. On the ground, slow roller, Escamilla. Plays it, throws across. Kalen moves up. That's the 3rd out of the inning. Lark strand a runner. We're back after this.
What is he saying?
They're asking, wait a second, they're asking, Cooper saying that first baseman was off.
He looks like it.
And Cooper may have a case, but it's not going to hold up. We've played 6, Larks Trail 10-8, back after this.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance, and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric and well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Hesston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Hesston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Hesston College BSN student. Learn more about the Hesston College nursing program today.
The fact that you could just know that right away is kind of...
Welcome back to Oswald. What? How is that? Because I know a soundtrack from a movie that used to be played.
It's how fast you delivered
I knew
your
the song.
answer. Was
I knew
just,
the song,
I mean,
though.
It just, you could have hesitated and saved yourself a little bit of nerdiness.
Jack Partington coming into bat. Yeah, well, that's how it goes. KT Gerald's in the pitch for the Larks. KT, again, was mouthing off in the dugout this weekend about having a rib-off with me. I think it's time for me to send him back
I think I should be the judge.
You know, it's amazing how many people want to volunteer for that job.
Okay, but you know already that I got the job. I don't even need to volunteer or apply.
Or we got one ball. Okay, you don't have to apply or be interviewed. That's probably true. But we need a panel.
Okay,
we need a panel.
Me.
You're not the only person. Jacob Harris also wants to do it.
Okay, yeah, he can be. I guess.
And the one misses downstairs and away. The count 2 balls 1 strike.
Brad said he wanted to, as well. But I don't know about that one. We'll see.
Speaking of, I need to make some ribs.
I need to eat. Speaking of.
And the count 2-1. Strike on the outside half from KT. And we're even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the 7th.
Oh, I thought that was over the... I was confused.
That one misses downstairs from KT, and we're full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. That one stays a little bit low, and Partington aboard on the walk.
Now batting number 14, Carl Cooper.
Carl Cooper coming to bat. Cooper struck out his last at bat, doubled, and hit a fielder's choice. So he's 1 for 3 in the 7th. Cooper shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. Bob came racing in. That one fouled back towards the tennis courts. And we count 0-2. Runner goes, pitch out, but slipping in safely was Partington.
Is that a stick? What was that? Whatever he just threw off the mound.
Count 1-2 here to Cooper. KT working from the stretch. Curveball stayed outside. Breaking pitcher, slider almost. The count remaining 2 balls and 2 strikes. There goes KT. Sends the throw out. He may have twisted an ankle. He went down. He went grabbing for his right ankle right away. Looks like he's being tended to. The umpire coming out. And as he landed awkwardly, spun around, and just kind of rolled the ankle a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to run and get pictures real fast.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Sure. Okay. And we'll have KT toss a couple times.
Like I said, it's good photograph weather, so...
Because it's cloudy.
Overcast.
Cloudy.
Overcast. Alec, you're in charge. Can you hear me?
So runner on third. Two count here. It looks like KT's okay. And KT delivers. On the ground, Kalen goes right through Kalen's wickets. And Cooper comes home and another unearned run for the Beavers. And 11-8 the score.
Now batting number 2, Ellery Rivera.
Ellery Rivera coming to bat. Six errors now for the Larks. None out here in the 7th. That's an ease for a strike to Rivera. Rivera shows bunt, offers at it. And takes the strike as the count 0-2. Slow roller, Nick, off the hop. Makes the throw across. Not in time. An infield hit for Rivera. And now runners at the corners with none out. This will bring up Gage Axline. Axline still looking for the triple. Got a text from KT and his dad's rib off. So I'm ready, KT. We're ready to go. Stolen base by Rivera as he slips underneath. Good throw by Deck. And Rivera with a good, crafty slide. That one downstairs. They count 1-1 strike here to Axline. Swing and a miss for Axline. The count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3 called, and Axline goes down looking.
Now batting number 33, Kenneth Gonzalez.
Gonzalez coming to bat. And Jasmine's back with us.
Yeah, I am. Did I get some good pictures?
Of course you did.
Yeah, I did. I'm telling you, this baseball team doesn't appreciate me enough.
Gonzalez now behind the count 0-1.
You're not looking.
There's a strike at the knees. They count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gonzalez 0 for 3. Curveball inside. Does he count 2-2? Gonzalez lifts one towards the Lark bullpen. And it'll be foul. Natalie Park texted in saying, "I appreciate you, Jasmine. You too, Rusty."
Thanks. I love the Parks. Speaking of, where is Mr. Park, though? She said she made it sound like they weren't together. He's always traveling. Are we international?
That is down. Foul. And we count 2 balls, 2 strikes. That went in the dirt. And the count now moves full 3 balls and 2 strikes. One away here in the top of the 7th. Pratt with the 11-8 lead. Pratt has scored in every single inning. Hard chopper over the glove of Bob. Nothing Bob can do with that. 2 runs are going to traipse in on the single by Gonzalez. That's just a tough hop for Bob over there at third base.
Now batting number 24, Sean Johnson.
And that brings up Sean Johnson. Johnson sits he's doubled twice and walked once. We count 0-1. KT misses, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Curveball drops in for the strike, and the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Pratt has scored either 1 or 3 runs in every inning, Jasmine. 13-8 the score. That one fouled back and out of play. KT comes set one more time. Johnson swings right through it, and he is retired. That'll bring up Escamilla.
Now batting number 11, Eric Escamilla.
Escamilla doubled in the first inning, had a sacrifice fly in the third, grounded out, and popped out as well. One misses upstairs from KT. And they count 1 ball. So we're going to miss from Eric Escamilla. And the count now even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Had a lot of responses this game. That's sad.
Had a few people texting in.
Yeah. The Lark Loyal.
Hashtag that. Which we have. Time called by Escamilla. That went too far inside. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike. And KT misses high. As our count moves to 3 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss by Escamilla. We're full 3 balls, 2 strikes. Little looper towards Bob, that'll do it, but 3 runs across for Eric.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do, and that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Hesston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Hesston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Hesston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Hesston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently at Heston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Heston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Heston. I'm not worried about transferring. My advisor saw me out at least a half a dozen times the first semester just to make sure I was on the right track. I started as a Lark at Heston College, and I'm planning on...
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. As we're in the bottom of the 7th, Bob coming to bat here for the Larks. A couple of changes, looks like, defensively for the boys from Pratt. We'll figure those out as we go. And Nariki takes a strike. Tapper on the ground. Played by Rivera, who can't come up with it. And Bob aboard.
His hands are probably frozen like mine are.
On the air.
Now batting for the Larks, number 43, Joel Ogletree.
That rhymed.
Joel Ogletree coming to bat for the Larks. Singled, was hit by a pitch, struck out. That one comes inside and misses for a ball for Giggles. If you've ever heard Joel laugh, it's entertainment. That one too far in, and they count 2 balls, no strikes. Joel swings right through the fastball, and the count now 2 balls, 1 strike. One misses in the count now, 3-1. One misses upstairs. Natalie's parents and Harry's Nana and Papa Tom say, "Hi, Jasmine, let's get some runs."
My biggest fans.
Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Comes inside, hits Joel upstairs, just glances off the helmet. He's fine. And now 2 on.
Now batting for the Larks.
And 1
17,
and none out for Nick. It's hard to not call Nick Nicky.
Nope. That's never crossed my mind.
It is for me. Nick asked me how he's going to hit without me in the dugout today. I was in the dugout on Friday and Saturday, keeping a book. Nick was always standing to my right.
I call him Nicholas Peter Frederick Platten, Platts, or Ozzy. That's it.
Platts works.
Platts.
Quick conference out there between Axline and Corvette.
I'm honestly surprised the Parks aren't here. They've come to almost every single
They have,
game.
but it's
That's true. But Harry didn't know if he was or not today.
Nick lifts one base hit left side. And Bob will stay, and the bases are loaded for Logan. So the Larks trying to get a little offense going here.
The meadow is occupied.
Now batting for the Larks, number 2, Logan.
The nest is full, and an exaltation of Larks on the base paths as Logan comes to bat.
I don't like that word exaltation.
But it's a scientific grouping of Lark.
Too long.
That's what a group of Larks is called, an exaltation. That's scientific.
What is it called when the geese get in a little V formation?
A flock?
Yeah, a flock of larks.
That's what I thought too, but it's exaltation.
Well, I don't like it. Who's
Sorry,
actually going to take the time to be like, oh, these announcers, they're
Bird
wrong.
people.
Okay, well, if they're bird people, they shouldn't be watching baseball. Actually, I could see how those go together.
Yeah.
Bird watching and baseball. It's a lot of sitting and watching.
A little bit.
And
yeah.
A little slower.
Anticipation. A lot of anticipation. Logan coming to bat here in the 7th with the bases loaded. And Logan, first pitch swinging, fouls it back to the fence. Lark's trying to make a little noise here, trailing 13-8. That one blocked into the dirt by Axline. And the count now even with ball and a strike. Logan swings, misses, and the count 1-2. It's not a flock of geese, it's a gaggle of geese.
Who told you that?
Natalie Park. Logan lifts one, left side. Johnson going back. Makes a play. Bob coming home. Here's a throw. And in time as Bob is gunned out on the fly ball from Johnson.
I thought he made it.
He was tagged out. And there's a double play. That brings up Zach Duncan. Zach's 0 for 1 with a fly out. So he replaced Josh, who was hit by a pitch. Duncan lifts one. Foul. Right side. The count 0-1. There's a strike on the outer half. And the count 0-2. Zach fouls one back. And the count 0-2. That one upstairs. And they count 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that'll do it. Lark thread ended as they strand 2 here in the 7th. We're back after this on the Lark Network.
The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program. Hesston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Hesston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Hesston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Hesston College BSN student. Learn more about the Hesston College nursing program today.
Huh? I think so. Unless a miracle happens.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living.
I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying.
I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field on the campus of Heston College. Top of the 8th there, Pratt leading 13-8. Keaton Gage going to bat here for Pratt. Has a pair of bombs on the day, was hit by a pitch. Knocked in 3. He's 2 for 3. 3 runs driven in. And that one misses downstairs. As we said coming in, Jasmine, we haven't mentioned it for a while. Coming into today, the Beavers had hit 25 home runs. They've added several here today.
Who?
Harry Park in the bullpen warming up. Jacob Harris on the mound here for the Larks.
I wonder if Kylie Brenneman is watching.
The 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, misses too far out from Jacob, and the count 3-1. And the leadoff runner aboard after the walk. Gage draws his first walk of the day. And that'll bring up number 25.
Number 25.
Darren Aldridge.
Darian
Aldridge, excuse me. Aldridge coming to bat here for Wetzel.
Yeah, shout out to Kylie Brenneman, Jacob Harris's girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
She is still on spring break because she got her tonsils out over spring break.
Oh.
So she hasn't came back yet.
Let's count 0-1 here to Aldridge. Aldridge lays a bunt down. Jacob Harris has only played first base and makes the play.
Now batting number 4, Jack Partington.
Jack Partington coming to bat. One away, top of 8. And Partington looks at a curve from Jacob for a strike.
What's the weather supposed to be like for Saturday's game?
I'm not sure. We'll check it out.
I heard there was a chance of snow on Easter. Again.
Go figure. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike here to Partington.
26 people watching.
Okay.
Still no tweets or live chats, though.
The 1-2 misses outside the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. For Saturday, it looks like partly sunny with a high near 59. Aldridge. Excuse me, Gage dances his way back to second. Counts 2-2. That one fouled back, right side, towards the Pratt bus. And the count riding 2 balls, 2 strikes here. That one lifted. Could be trouble if it drops in front of Cooper. Cooper can't come up with it. It's a long run for Coop. Run coming home. The run stays at third base. And Partington has himself a single. That brings up Cooper at second. The batter, Carl Cooper, runners at the corners.
14, Carl Cooper.
Here in the 8th. They're bringing a. Looks like things are a little bit soft in front of the mound, as Jacob Harris will have to scrape away some of the mud that's sticking there. Just got enough. We just got enough rain to make everything tacky.
Mm-hmm. Well, and they haven't had to deal with these conditions yet. We haven't had rain.
Yeah.
We got more than enough. Well, no, actually, we could use some more.
We could use some more. I mean, we got an inch before spring break that looked like it barely sprinkled.
We got an inch and a half at my house.
And it probably looked like it barely sprinkled even worse out there.
Yeah. The farmers of Kansas need the rain.
Mm-hmm. Little rain never hurt anybody. Hurts a baseball team
Except
every
for
once in a while.
baseball players, yeah, I was going to say.
Count 0-1 here to Cooper. Cooper shows bunt, pulls it back. And the count 1-1.
I don't think you ever answered my question earlier.
Oh, what was your question, Yasmin?
About what you think the play of the year has been so far.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
That's not an answer.
I'd have to think on it. Counts 2 balls, 1 strike. That one tapped foul, right side. The count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here to Cooper. We're in the top of the 8th. Pratt in front, 13-8. Clark's got it all the way back to 9-8. And have surrendered 4 runs since that point. I believe all of which were unearned. That one's off the fist, dropping in front of Bob. Could be a tough play. Bob's throw across in time. Partington moves up 90 feet. And there's 2 away.
Ellery Rivera.
Ellery Rivera coming to bat one more time here. He's been on base 4 of 5 times. Pair of singles, reached twice on errors and popped out. So he's had a busy day. Rivera lofts one. That's going to be in the gap. That's going to be trouble. That's the deepest part of the ballpark, right center field. Rivera strolls into second. A 2-run double for Rivera. That brings up Gage Axline.
Now batting number 16, Gage Axline.
Axline has a homer, a double, and a single. A sacrifice fly. And a strikeout today. He sits a triple away from the cycle. Knocked in 4 on the day from the 2-hole position. As he takes a pitch from Jacob Harris, down low for a ball. (15-8) our score. Larks trail by 7. And a big swing and a miss by Axling. Axling had a home run to his total and 4 ribbies on the day. That one too far in, and the count 2-1. Jacob Harris stepping off. Eyeing Rivera over there at second base. Axling swings right through the off-speed pitch from Jacob, and the count even 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's too far out, and we're full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ball 4. As Rivera was running on the pitch.
Gonzalez.
And Kenneth Gonzalez coming to bat. Gonzalez singled once, was hit by a pitch, struck out, and grounded out twice. Time taken by Kyle Howes. He has to talk to Jacob.
It is getting a little cold. What?
1-0 the count here to Gonzalez. And there's a strike on the inside corner of the knees. Count 1-1. That one too far. Out and away. And they count 2 balls, 1 strike. That one stays downstairs. 3 balls and 1 strike. Calling time now as the runner at first. That one straight up on the infield. Platt's calling for it and makes a play. 2 more runs come across. Larks lead, or trail by 7. We're back after this.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do, and that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Hesston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Hesston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Hesston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently a Heston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Heston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Heston. I'm not worried about transferring. My advisor saw me out at least a half a dozen times the first semester just to make sure I was on the right track. I started as a Lark at Heston College, and I'm planning on transferring to a state school, Texas A&M. Giga Maggies.
That's halfway to push.
Turn the volume down.
I did. Oh, how'd that happen?
I don't know, but you set them down and my ears are bleeding.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
I must have bumped it.
And we're back. I don't know if we were.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field on the campus of Heston College. We're on the top of the ninth, or the bottom of the eighth, rather. Excuse me, I gotta flip my scorebook over. Bottom of the eighth here for the Larks. They trail by 7. Kalen Haynes coming to bat.
Now batting for the Larks, number 44, Kalen Haynes.
Kalen's drawn back-to-back, or he doubled his last at-bat. Drew a walk, struck out twice, so he's 1 for 3. And that one misses upstairs. As we've got a new arm on the mound, another left-hander for Pratt. Where did they come up with all these left-handers? Kalen lifts one, got underneath it. On back, Wetzel makes a play, and there's one away.
Now batting for the Larks, number 10, Jeremy Deckinger.
Jeremy Deckinger coming to bat. I've never seen a bullpen this full of left-handers. Eight guys listed on the Pratt roster throw lefty.
Maybe that's part of the recruiting strategy.
Like it. That one misses outside. That one fouled back. I count 1 ball, 1 strike. Jeremy Deckinger, fly ball to right field, making the play. Partington out there. There's 2 outs.
Now batting for the Larks, number 21, John Law.
John Law coming to bat. John drew a walk in the 2nd, doubled in the 4th, singled in the 5th, struck out in the 6th. As he takes a pitch away for a ball. John swings right through the pitch, and the count 1-1. John goes underneath one, lifts it towards Wetzel at first base. And Wetzel makes his 2nd out. The Larks go quickly and quietly. 1, 2, 3. And we'll go to the top of the 9th here. Pratt up 15-8. Back after this.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do. And that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Heston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Heston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Heston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently a Heston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
Moana looks like you. No. 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 No, honey, no. On the dance floor, wanting someone. Shoot.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Heston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Heston. I'm not worried about transferring. My advisor saw me out at least a half a dozen times the first semester just to make sure I was on the right track. I started as a lark at Heston College, and I'm planning on transferring to a state school, Texas A&M. Giga Maggies.
And we're back.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. Harry Park coming into pitch here. For the Larks. And this will bring up Sean Johnson. Johnson on the season, 31 for 84, 10 doubles, a triple, 4 home runs, and 25 runs driven in. Sitting 369, he's the leading regular position hitter for the Beavers. And he's throwing a runner out today, too, as he takes the fastball upstairs from Harry for a ball. Harry deals, misses downstairs. Jasmine's got the radar gun out.
Yeah, I don't really know how to use this. They've tried to explain it to me, and it just doesn't make sense.
Johnson lifted. That is out of here. As that ball got out of here in a hurry, Sean Johnson hits a home run, his 5th of the season. And Pratt adds another run up there on the board as Johnson goes deep.
Are you supposed to be doing this?
And it's 16-8 with Eric Escamilla coming to bat.
Harry just switched him up before he got up here. Switched the batteries.
Escamilla swings through. And the count 0-1. None out here, top of 9. 1 run already across. Fourth home run today by the Beavers. That one's looped. That's could be trouble. No, Coop tracks it down. Coop had a good jump on it. I thought it might be trouble at first, but Cooper takes
a couple
away.
Of those today.
He has.
Now batting number 10, Keaton Gage.
Gage has hit a pair of home runs. Drew a walk, was hit by a pitch, so he's 2 for 3. 3 runs driven in. 3 runs scored. And the big curve from Harry stays upstairs.
My nose. Everything is cold. Yeah, stop hogging it. Thank you.
Harry on the outside corner for a strike. I was trying to get it to get both of us, but I'm okay, so.
Because you had it right next to you.
I had it so it was angled for both of us. Harry finds his strike zone for strike 2. They count 1 ball and 2 strikes. On the ground, Platts on the backhand stop off of 1 hop, throws across. And Kalen with a good stretch over there. 4 and out. There's 2 away.
Now batting number 25, Darian Aldridge.
Aldridge coming to bat. Again. Okay, so that wasn't Wetzel first. I'm not sure who was in first base in the last inning. And Aldridge. Takes the ball. Harry's second pitch. That's popped up and back and out of play. And the count 1-1. On the ground at Platts, Nick charges. Throws across. Kalen with a stretch. A 1 run across. Larks have a lot of work to do. They trail 16-8. We're back after this.
The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program. Hesston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Hesston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Hesston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Hesston College BSN student. Learn more about the Hesston College nursing program today. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Hesston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Hesston College BSN student. Learn more about the Hesston College nursing program today.
We're back, by the way.
And welcome back to Oswald Field.
For the Larks, number 6, Cooper Morgan.
Cooper Morgan coming to bat.
You're getting better, Alec.
And it's the first right-hander the Larks have seen today, Keaton Gage.
Who hit 2 home runs.
He has hit 2 home runs. Now he's on the mound for the Beavers.
My hands.
And the first pitch upstairs to Coop is a ball. Bottom of the 9th, as Cooper fouls one back towards the right and out of play. Yeah, I know who that is. Thank you.
I don't know who that is. Should I know who that is? So no.
Inner corner to Cooper for a strike, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I should know who that is. That's what you're telling me.
He was also the voice of, was he on some EA Sports games, I think? Cooper loops one out there for a base hit. Cooper aboard with a single.
Now batting number 5, Nariki Fujimura.
And Bob comes to bat.
Why don't you just say Bob?
Because it's a lot of fun to say Nariki Fujimura. As Cooper the lead over there at first base. Gage comes set. And that one outside for a ball to Bob.
You could be good at this, Roman. Okay, never mind. Well, Roman Arnold, when he sat up here, he got really good at this.
That's looped out there. That's going to be dropping in for a base hit. Back-to-back singles by the Larks. A couple of Texas. Well, Cooper hit his hard. Bob drops one in.
Omar Aguilar.
Omar coming into the bat.
That wasn't how you practiced it. You really hyped that one up and let me down.
Easy. So Omar coming to bat here for Joel in the DH spot. Facing the right-hander with a couple on and none out. Larks trail by 8. as Omar checking in now. Nick on deck. Couple of runners aboard here for Omar as he wiggles his way into the box. Omar takes a strike from Gage. The 0-1 coming up. That one in the dirt, a block by Axline. The count evens up at a ball and a strike. We're in the ninth. Bottom half of the frame. Omar on the ground. Could be two. And not in time as the Omar takes the fielder's choice.
Now batting number 17, Nick Platten.
And Platts comes to bat here in the ninth.
No. I need some personality behind that. You're faking it. I don't believe you when you say his name.
Omar with a that one misses upstairs to Platts, 1 ball.
Let's see what time it is in Australia. 10:45 a.m.
Platts fouls one back.
I feel like they should be tuning in by now.
Off of the Campus Activity Center. The 1-1. Platts on the ground of the shortstop. Rivera thinking two. Rolled up. Not in time. A run does come home for the Larks.
Now batting for the Larks, number 2, Logan Dryden.
Logan Dryden coming to bat. That one misses upstairs to Logan. Logan has had a busy day. Singled in the first. Drew a walk in the third. Drew a walk in the fifth. Reached on an error also in the fifth. And flew out in the seventh. (16-9) the score. 28 hits in the ballgame, 8 errors. It's been just all over the place today. And Logan takes a curveball for the strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. First pitch Saturday would be right around 1 o'clock.
2 games?
2 games. Doubleheader. That curve misses away, and the count evens up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mavericks from NOC Tonkawa coming to town.
I feel like this is still a little loud.
Swing and a miss, and that will do it. Our final score here today from Oswald Field. Pratt 16, Larks 9. Jazz, it's been a lot of fun.
Has been.
We will be back here on Saturday. I don't know if Jasmine will be joining us or not, depending on if she can go to San Antonio or not.
Yeah.
That's the key. So Dr. Phil Miller and I will be here on Saturday, but hopefully we'll get a 3-person crew up here. For Jasmine Pankratz, I'm Rusty Witcher saying thank you and good night.